Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have shared my screen as well. Please confirm whether it is visible to you or not.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you, Ria. Okay, so if we talk about last week class, then we have started with the basics of differential equation, in which we have seen the ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation, and how to find out order and degree of the differential equation by examples. Then how to form a real world problem or modeling of a real world problem in terms of first order ordinary differential equation. Then also we have seen, in which we have considered this one as the last example, right? So today we are going to move forward for the solution of first order first degree differential equation. So before I will move ahead, let me go through his notes. तो सॉल्यूशन की अगर हम बात करें तो पहले तो डिफरेंशियल, जैसे आप अलजेब्रिक इक्वेशन ट्रांसेंडेंटल इक्वेशंस कोई भी सॉल्व करते हो तो उसके सॉल्यूशंस का बोलते हैं व्हेन दैट नंबर इज सेटिस्फाइंग दैट इक्वेशन. Similar to that, suppose we have a function which is formed by dependent variable, independent variable, their relation and arbitrary constant. That expression has to be free from any of the derivative such that it satisfies the given differential equation. That is called the solution of differential equation. In general, they are involved, the solution involve one or more arbitrary constants. We will denote it with C if it is first order. Then that is called the general solution. Constant quantities involved होती है, so that is called the general solution. In which if we put some condition together with the differential equation, if we put certain conditions so that we can have the specific values of arbitrary constant involved, then such a solution is called particular solution. For example, if you remember in the last class I have talked about, let me do it over here. I have talked about the vibrating string problem. Means suppose you have tied a string of length L to this end points, and now if you give the displacement, then it will move in the wave form from this to this. तो इसका जो भी expression बनेगा, that is partial differential equation UTT is equal to C square UXX. This is partial differential equation, which is actually the wave equation formed by vibrating string problem. Okay, तो in this case जब भी इसको हम solve करेंगे तो उसका आपको एक u, this is the function of x and t. X means displacement and displacement at a time t, so it is given u is a function of x and t. In that case sorry, in that case when you have a relation of these variables x and t together with the constant quantity which is free from any derivative, then such a expression which satisfies this partial differential equation or an ordinary differential equation is called general solution. और जनरल सॉल्यूशन अगर आपको मिलता है उसके बाद उसके ऊपर आप कोई कंडीशन रखते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस केस ये जो पॉइंट है जहां पे हमने स्ट्रिंग का एक एंड है दैट वी हैव टाइम. सो आई कैन से एट टाइम t इज इक्वल टू 0, जब भी हमने टाइम कंसिडर नहीं किया है तब किसी भी टाइप का डिस्प्लेसमेंट यहाँ पर नहीं है फॉर दिस पॉइंट. सो आई कैन राइट हियर डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं है तो वेव भी नहीं होगा, तो इट विल बी यू एक्स एट टाइम t इज इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज ऑल्सो 0, राइट. तो ये कंडीशन रखने से वी कैन एलिमिनेट और वी कैन गिव द स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू टू कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी c. So in that case it is called the particular solution. This is the general solution जो relation होगा independent variable में, dependent variable में, together with the arbitrary constant which is free from the derivative of any order, as well as if it satisfies the given differential equation, then that is called the general solution. with certain conditions, if you are able to find out specific value of c, then you can have particular solution, right? Not only that, यहाँ पर जो कंडीशन हमने सब्स्टिट्यूट की है वो टाइम t इज इक्वल टू 0, आप किसी भी टाइम पे ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो, ये वेव फॉर्म ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो, बट इनिशियली वी हैव टेकन अवर टाइम t एज 0. So this is called the initial condition. Why? Because we have taken it at the initial stage. So this is called the initial condition. Therefore, this differential equation together with this condition is called initial value problem. In short, IVP, initial value problem. Now, बाउंड्री पे अगर हम देखें, यहाँ पर ये जो हमने एक्सपेरिमेंट लिया है वो ऐसा है कि यहाँ पे बाउंड्री भी वी हैव टाइड अप, एंड एट दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑल्सो देर इज अ नो वेव फॉर्म, नो एम्पलीट्यूड, नो डिस्प्लेसमेंट. देयरफॉर आई कैन ऑल्सो पुट वन कंडीशन दैट जब भी x इज इक्वल टू l होगा, मीन्स ये लेंथ, एट दैट टाइम एनी कोई भी टाइम होगा, वो कुछ भी सेकेंड्स होंगे, मिनट्स होंगे, आवर्स होंगे, बट दिस देर विल बी नो डिस्प्लेसमेंट अगेन. Therefore, this is called the boundary condition. Means अब इस केस में ये दोनों conditions जो boundary पे हम लोगों ने डाल दी है string के boundary के ऊपर, that is called the boundary conditions. And in that case, this problem together with these two conditions is called BVP, that is boundary value problem. Right? So from this example, you can see that already we have considered this two definition, particular solution and general solution, right? And initial value problem means in the field of differential equation, an initial value problem is an ordinary differential equation together with the specified value of a solution of differential equation, right? तो वो जो ux t is equal to ux 0 is equal to 0 जो लिखा, that is the specified one. The initial condition means value of the solution at a given point of the domain. Means जब भी हम टाइम t is equal to 0 लेते हैं तो उस केस में उसका solution क्या हो जाएगा, तो that is given. So initial condition means value of the solution at a given point in the domain of a solution, right? अभी एक एग्जाम्पल के बाद आपको ये जनरल सॉल्यूशन, पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन एंड आईवीपी क्या है ये समझ में आएगा. राइट नाउ दिस थियोरी पार्ट मे हैव, यू मे हैव सम डाउट इन दिस थियोरी पार्ट, बट आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ वन एग्जाम्पल आई विल गारंटी यू दैट दिस विल बी क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. ओके, आफ्टर consider this existence and uniqueness of a solution, that is this Picard's theorem. Means जब भी हम differential equation लेते हैं तो उसका solution कब exist होगा, right? So for that I need to consider one concept of Lipschitz condition. So what do you mean by this Lipschitz condition? तो अगर f जो है वो डोमेन पे डिफाइंड हुआ है and if it is taking some value to codomain, let me denote it with d dash. In that case, of course, this f we are going to consider a two variable function. Suppose it is depending on the value of t and x, right? So ये जो है वो आपका r क्रॉस r और इंटरवल क्रॉस r इस काइंड का नेचर हो सकता है, जहाँ से t r में से हो और x r में से हो. तो in that case, when I consider absolute value of f, t x1 एक और वेरिएबल ले लेती हूँ और उसका कंसीडर करती हूँ सब्ट्रैक्शन विथ x2. Means x1 and x2 I have chosen two different points such that when I consider absolute value of f at t1 x1 and f at t x2, then this absolute difference has to be less than or equal to some constant quantity, absolute value of x1 minus x2. कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया, I know. Let us see one example. Suppose, forget about this one. Let me have this expression that 3x plus 2 दिया हुआ है f of t of x करके. So if I consider the expression f of t comma x1, t comma x1 minus f of t comma x2, तो इज इक्वल टू, एक f ऑफ t कॉमा x की ये डेफिनेशन है, यही आपको पता है और कुछ भी पता नहीं है. तो व्हाट शुड आई राइट f ऑफ t कॉमा x1 एज फ्रॉम दिस ब्लॉक?
Tx1 plus 2.
Yes, it is 3x1 plus 2. Very good. And what should I write f of tx2 as?
3x2 plus 2.
3x2 plus 2 means x की जगह आपको x1 और x2 substitute करना है by definition of the function, as you did it in your school level and first year or first semester as well. So if you simplify this one, this is 3x1 plus 2 minus 3x2 minus 2. This 2 gets cancelled and I can write this in the form of 3 absolute value of x1 minus x2. मीन्स f of t x as 3x plus 2 जो हमने लिया हुआ है, ये ऐसा फंक्शन है कि जब भी हम ये वैल्यू लेते हैं तो that can be written as some constant quantity which is 3 in this case times absolute value of x1 and x2 का difference. So in this case, this function is said to be satisfying Lipschitz condition with constant k as 3. तो अब ये जो डेफिनेशन है Lipschitz condition means this one. Suppose f is defined on a domain D of Tx plane if there exists a constant k greater than 0 such that for every Tx1, Tx2 in D such that f of this minus f of this is less than or equal to k times absolute value of x1 minus x2, then f is said to be satisfying Lipschitz condition with respect to second component. क्यों second component? क्योंकि हमने जो यहाँ पे function में variation लिया है वो with respect to second component लिया है. That's why it is called in with respect to second component. Similar, you have a notion of Lipschitz condition with respect to first component as well. And set of all Lipschitz functions on D with respect to second component is denoted by lip2 of D, right? तो जब भी कोई फंक्शन ऐसी कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करता है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे कि f is satisfying Lipschitz condition. तो पिकार्ड्स थ्योरम क्या कहता है? तो if I is in any interval and f is from I cross R to R be any continuous function. Remember, this is the continuous function satisfying Lipschitz condition with respect to second component. Means उस केस में k exist करेगा such that this condition is satisfied. Then there is a unique solution y on I such that y dash is equal to f of x comma y and y of x0 is y0. ऐसा कोई भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन होगा तो उसका यूनिक सॉल्यूशन आपको मिलेगा. That guarantees the Picard's theorem when function is continuous and function is satisfying Lipschitz condition. तो किसी भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट करने में क्या चाहिए? तो एक तो जो भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का फंक्शन आप ले रहे हो दैट हैज टू बी कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन एंड सेकंड कंडीशन दैट हैज टू सैटिस्फाई द Lipschitz condition with respect to second component. तो उस केस में यू कैन डायरेक्टली गारंटी दैट पिकार्ड्स थ्योरम से उसका सॉल्यूशन हमेशा मिलेगा. नॉट ओनली सॉल्यूशन मिलेगा बट दैट वन विल बी यूनिक टू. Okay, so that is what the Lipschitz condition and Picard's theorem. This is just for your knowledge. Okay, ये actually theory part हो गया है, but differential equation का solution कब exist करेगा? That basic knowledge has to be there for you people. That's why just we have added this to notion. Okay, now we are going to talk about the solution. Yes.
Ma'am, can you explain the 1.4 existence and uniqueness once again?
1.4. Yes. Do you clear about this Lipschitz condition?
Yes, ma'am. I'm clear about the Lipschitz, but that part I didn't get. The second component.
About, no?
No, not just Descartes, but that second component in D and all that things.
Okay, just wait. this will create a confusion. That's why I am erasing all these things. Yeah, so here there is a printing mistake. Here f must be there. Okay, तो function जब भी आप जब कोई भी डोमेन में से दो पॉइंट ले लो, let me call those two points as tx1 and tx2. वहाँ पे आप फंक्शन वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करो, जो भी फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन दिया है तो उससे, और उन दोनों का एब्सोल्यूट डिफरेंस आप ले लो. अगर वो कोई कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी से छोटा है टुगेदर विद द एब्सोल्यूट डिफरेंस ऑफ x1 and x2, then f is said to be satisfying Lipschitz condition with respect to second component. क्यों second component? क्योंकि आप देख सकते हो वेरिएशन जो हमने tx प्लेन में लिया है वो कहाँ पर लिया है, t तो हमने as it is रखा है for both of these functions, both of these terms. Just we have taken the variation with respect to this x variable, means x1 लिया है और x2 लिया है. So that's why it is called the Lipschitz condition with respect to second component. Similarly, अगर आप यहाँ पर f t1, x minus f of t2, x means x you are fixing और इसका डिफरेंस ले लेते हो, एंड सपोज यू आर गेटिंग दिस इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू t1 minus t2 absolute value, then this is said to be satisfying Lipschitz condition with respect to first component. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am, it is clear.
ओके, सो पिकार्ड्स थ्योरम क्या कहता है कि अगर आपका f जो है, एक तो वो कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन होना चाहिए, सेकेंड थिंग अगर वो Lipschitz कंडीशन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू सेकेंड कंपोनेंट सेटिस्फाई करता है, देन देयर विल बी ऑलवेज अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशन टू द गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. इज इट क्लियर नाउ?
Yes, it's clear now. Okay.
Okay, fine. So now let us go to the solution part of first order first degree. So here now we are going to start with the examples. Okay, ये जो theory part है वो यहाँ पर खत्म हुआ. We are going to now start with the solution of first order first degree differential equation. Means higher order में हम लोग जाने वाले हैं, but first we will consider first order and first degree differential equation, in which these solutions are categorized into four parts: separable variable method, linear differential equation method, or Leibniz differential equation. Then we'll have Bernoulli's differential equation, and then the fourth one is exact and non-exact differential equation. One by one I will consider all these cases. First of all, we will consider variable separable method. Okay, let me consider this one now. So variable separable method, this word itself वेरिएबल है और सेपरेबल है. इन दोनों का अगर आप डिक्शनरी मीनिंग भी देखने जाओगे, आप इजीली समझ जाओगे कि जो वेरिएबल्स हैं उसके सेपरेशन की हम बात कर रहे हैं. मीन्स सपोज यू आर गिवन फर्स्ट ऑर्डर फर्स्ट डिग्री डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन एनी, एंड इफ यू कैन कन्वर्ट इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ द फॉर्म dx के साथ सिर्फ फंक्शन ऑफ x अब तक आपको आदत है कि f of x से डिनोट करते हैं, बट इन द डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन विल हैव this mx and function of y as ny. We will stick to this notations so that some of the terminology will be in the simplified manner. Okay, तो हर एक बार f लेना जरूरी नहीं है. m we can consider as a function of x and n as a function of y. तो suppose if you convert the first order first degree differential equation in the form m of x dx plus n of y dy is equal to 0, then you can easily integrate both the side. m को x के रिस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेट करो, n को y के रिस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेशन करो, and right hand side I can say c is any arbitrary constant. So पहले डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन दिया हुआ है, उसको dx के साथ फंक्शन ऑफ x ले जाओ, dy के साथ फंक्शन ऑफ y ले जाओ, take the integration both the sides, you will have the solution of given differential equation, right? Let me consider one example of this one so that your idea may get clear. So first one is solve the differential equation e raised to 2x cos y dx minus e raised to x sin y dy is equal to 0. तो पहले तो ये फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है, फर्स्ट डिग्री डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है, यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
यस.
ma'am.
dy by dx करके आप इसको जब भी कंसीडर करोगे, यू विल हैव ऑर्डर इज ऑल्सो 1, डिग्री इज ऑल्सो 1. इज इट डायरेक्टली ऑफ द फॉर्म दिस वन?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, it is not. So we have to convert it in terms of the standard form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. क्योंकि तभी आप dx के साथ x का इंटीग्रेशन ले सकते हो, dy के साथ y का इंटीग्रेशन ले सकते हो. यहाँ से मैं सीधा इंटीग्रेशन नहीं ले सकती क्योंकि यहाँ पे वेरिएबल x के रिस्पेक्ट में लेना है, so this will make a problem. और यहाँ पर y के रिस्पेक्ट में लेना है तो this will make a problem, right? So what I will do, I will divide this expression by product of these two which is making hurdle, right? So I will write dividing, suppose this is 1 by e raised to x, एक ये problem create कर रहा है, और cos y we get, तो क्या मिलेगा? e raised to 2x upon x, that is e raised to x, cos y gets cancelled, so now just dx minus e raised to x gets cancelled, sin y upon cos y, that is tan y dy is equal to 0. Is it of the standard form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Where what is m and what is n?
Yes.
M is e raised to x and n is 10y.
Minus 10.
Minus 10y.
Minus 10y. Be precise. Here in the standard form we have addition as the sign. So here ny is minus 10y, right? So what is the next step? So integrating both the sides, we get, so integration of e raised to x dx minus integration of 10y dy is equal to c. So integration of e raised to x is e raised to x. What is integration of 10?
Log sec.
Yes, it is log sec y is equal to c. तो ये जो expression मिला, can I say it is a relation between independent variable and dependent variable together with the constant quantity which is satisfying this differential equation. अगर आप ये equation को differentiate करोगे ना with respect to x, then you will get 1 as the expression. So I can say this is satisfying the given differential equation and it is a relation between independent and dependent variable together with the arbitrary constant c. Therefore, this is called the general solution, which is general solution. I will write it as g dot s dot of 1. तो अब डेफिनेशन समझ में आई, जनरल सॉल्यूशन क्या है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
वेरी गुड. सो जनरल सॉल्यूशन हमें मिल गया. लेट मी कंसीडर वन मोर एग्जांपल, rather I will give you this, so try to solve it. If you are not able to solve it, I will do it for you. So it is dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 1 y plus 1 together with this y of 0 is equal to 0. Don't bother about this part, you just find out general solution of the given differential equation. I will tell you what to do with this one. पहले तो ये स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में है या नहीं है, अगर नहीं है तो उसको कन्वर्ट करो, फिर कन्वर्ट करके इंटीग्रेट बोथ द साइड्स, यू विल हैव द जनरल सॉल्यूशन. Yes, anyone with the answer?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
What you are getting?
Y equals to e raised to x square minus x
Hmm?
and minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1 in not in the power.
Acha, this one. Where is C?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
we substituted 0.
Yes,
So
ma'am. We
And
this
we
is
got
substituted 0.
particular solution.
ये लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आप लोगों के सिलेबस में था स्कूल लेवल में?
Yes, ma'am.
In
Yes,
12th
ma'am.
standard, ma'am.
12 standard. Fine.
12th स्टैंडर्ड में था. ओके. सो लीनियर तक तो आप लोग ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हो. सो आई शुड गो विद सम स्पीड. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. Suppose I give this as 1. So here you can write 1 can be rewritten as, तो क्या करेंगे हम dy के साथ y वेरिएबल के फंक्शंस ले लेंगे. तो here it is 1 plus y और dx के साथ x वाले एक्सप्रेशन, तो it is 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. So now it is of the form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. Right? So integrating both the sides. We get, तो यहाँ पर it will be dy upon 1 plus y is equal to 2x minus 1 dx plus c. Don't forget to write this c arbitrary constant. So integration of 1 upon 1 plus y is?
Log 1 plus y.
Log 1 plus
Yes, log 1 plus y is equal to integration of 2x is 2x square by 2. Integration of 1 is x and c is already there. So I can get this 2 cancel and therefore I can write 1 plus y as e raised to this entire thing. That is x square minus x plus c. This is same as, this is same as e raised to x square minus x into e raised to c. If c is a constant quantity, then e raised to c is also constant quantity. Let me denote it with c1. So c1 is equal to e raised to c. Okay. So in that case, y can be written as minus 1 plus c1 e raised to x square minus x. So this is now free from any derivative and it is a relation between independent and dependent variable together with the constant. So this is called the general solution of 1. अब जो आपको दिया हुआ है, together with the question y of 0 is equal to 0. What does it mean? मैंने सपोज ये लिखा है, इसका एक्सप्रेशन, इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है?
then x equals
At
to
x
1.
equals to 1,
Value
y
of function
equals
is
to
2.
2.
At x is equal to 1, function is taking value 2. You are denoting f of x as y as well. So at x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. Similar to that, we have, suppose I have written y of x0 is y0. It means at x is equal to x0, y value is y0. So now comparing this with this, I can say at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. This is given together with the differential equation. So now let us substitute these values in this one. So if I consider 2, so at x is equal to 0, y 0, then 2 becomes y 0 है. जब हम x 0 लेते हैं तो that is 0 is equal to minus 1 plus c1 e raised to 0 minus 0 which is 1. So from this one I will get the arbitrary constant value as 1 and therefore 2 क्या हो जाएगा? तो 2 becomes y is equal to minus 1 plus 1 into e raised to x square minus x. तो अब जो आपको सॉल्यूशन मिला उसमें से आर्बिट्ररी कांस्टेंट का स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू आपको मिला, दैट इज 1. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन एंड x इज इक्वल टू 0 पे आपने ये कंडीशन रखी है, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड द इनिशियल कंडीशन, एंड दिस differential equation together with this initial condition is called IVP. So from this examples, do you have clear cut idea that what is general solution, what is particular solution, what is initial condition, and what is IVP, initial value problem? If you are saying yes, please raise your hand. जो अब तक थियोरी में आप लोगों को थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन लग रहा था वो एग्जाम्पल के बाद समझ में आ गया है. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम अज्यूमिंग. इफ यू हैव अ डाउट राइट नाउ यू कैन रेज योर क्वेरी, अदरवाइज वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. वेरी गुड. देयर आर ओनली 30 people who are actually attending the class. Rest of the students have eaten, I think, dal chawal. You can understand now what I mean to say. Okay, jokes apart. Next is, so from these two examples, whenever you can convert any first order first degree differential equation in terms of m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, then easily you can separate the variable and integration will give you the general solution, right? So that is very easy thing. The second one is, second type is linear differential equation. Okay, so let us see. What do you mean by this one? Okay, so just, yeah. So suppose the first order first degree differential equation is of the form dy by dx plus some function of x into y variable is equal to some function of x. Then we call differential equation is a linear differential equation. You can write here where p of x and q of x are functions of x, right? So in this case means क्या है, independent variable आपका x है, dependent variable y है, तो dy by dx first of all its coefficient has to be 1 dy by dx का. सेकेंड थिंग, जो डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल रहे हो उसके साथ जो भी मिलेगा आपको दैट हैज टू बी एक्सप्रेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ x ओनली, एंड व्हेन यू हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ this type as a left hand side, then right hand side has to be only the function of x. Then we call first order first degree differential equation as linear differential equation. और इसका सॉल्यूशन कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे, तो इन दैट केस वी हैव टू फर्स्ट कंसीडर द इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर. व्हेन आई कंसीडर एग्जैक्ट और नॉन एग्जैक्ट डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, एट दैट टाइम आई विल टेल यू मोर अबाउट this integrating factor. Right now you just assume that whenever you are given a linear differential equation, integrating factor is given by e raised to integration of p of x dx. तो p of x यहाँ से आपको पता चल जाएगा, तो उसका इंटीग्रेशन करोगे with respect to x and take it as a power of e, then you will have integrating factor. Once you have found the integrating factor, the solution of given linear differential equation is given by dependent variable y into integrating factor is equal to integration of right hand side function q of x into integrating factor dx plus c, where c is any arbitrary constant. तो दो स्टेप्स में ये एग्जाम्पल जो आपका लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का है वो डिवाइड होगा. फर्स्ट स्टेप इज ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट द फॉर्मूला गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. सेकेंड स्टेप, फाइंड आउट इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर, एंड देन फाइनली यू राइट डाउन जनरल सॉल्यूशन, राइट? दिस इज नथिंग बट द जनरल सॉल्यूशन. Similar to this one, suppose now if I change the role of x and y, Means now x is your dependent variable and y is independent variable, then linear differential equation will take the form dx by dy plus p of y into dependent variable is equal to function of y. So in that case, what will be the procedure? What will be the integrating factor, and what will be the general solution, that you will tell me.
e raised to integration of p of y into dy.
Yes, p of y into dy, and general solution
X of integrating factor
x of nahi hai, that is into, huh? So yes,
equals
x into
to
integrating factor,
q of y
integration of q of y
integrating factor into dy.
factor dy plus c. Don't forget to write this c, because you are writing a general solution, so it has to contain one arbitrary constant, right? So this is what the linear differential equation. Let me consider one example based on this concept so that your idea gets clear. Okay, so here it is, this one. So all the differential equation, x plus 1 dy by dx minus y e raised to 3x x plus 1 whole square. Solve x plus 1 dy by dx minus y is equal to e raised to 3x x plus 1 whole square. Is it a linear differential equation?
No.
No. So what we have to do?
Divide by x plus 1.
Divide by x plus
Divided by x plus 1.
Yes, we have to make the coefficient of dy by dx 1, and therefore we have to divide 1 by x plus 1 we have. तो अब कोफिशिएंट 1 हो जाएगा, माइनस 1 अपॉन 1 प्लस एक्स वाई is equal to e raised to 3x x plus 1 whole square upon x plus 1. So simplification is nothing but e raised to 3x into x plus 1 as a right hand side function. So I can write now, is this a linear differential equation?
Yes.
Which is yes, linear differential equation with p of x आएगा और q of x आएगा. p of x क्या हो जाएगा?
Minus 1 upon 1 plus
Minus
x.
1 upon 1 plus
1 upon 1 plus x. And what is q of x? That is right hand side function e raised to 3x 1 plus x. Right. So next step is to find out integrating factor. So integrating factor is equal to e raised to p of x dx, which is e raised to minus 1 upon 1 plus x dx, that is equal to e raised to minus, what is integration of 1 upon 1 plus x?
Log 1 plus x.
Log x plus.
Log 1 plus x. So this is nothing but 1 upon 1 plus x. Minus sign will go to the exponent of that factor 1 plus x. So and exponential logarithm will nullify each other. Therefore, this one will be the integrating factor. Therefore, the general solution of 1 is given by y into integrating factor, that is 1 plus x, is equal to q of x. Q of x I have already written that it is e raised to 3x 1 plus x into integrating factor dx plus c. So this factor will cancel out with this one. Integration of e raised to 3x is e raised to 3 upon 3. So therefore y can be written as 1 plus x into e raised to 3x upon 3 plus c. First degree differential equation. So therefore you will be having in the general solution one arbitrary constant c. You can write here C is arbitrary constant, right? Now I will give you the example, you will solve it, it is very easy. Solve it and let me know the answer once you get it. So solve dy by dx plus 2y upon x is equal to x cube. सॉल्व करो इसको और बताओ मुझे क्या आंसर मिलेगा. क्या मिला इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर?
x squared.
X square.
Yes, that is the correct one. Very good. जनरल सॉल्यूशन मिला किसी को?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
तो बताइए ना, मैं तो वेट कर रही हूँ कि आप लोग अनम्यूट करके बोलेंगे.
Y equals to x raised to 4 by 6.
X raised to 4 by 6
Yes.
Plus C.
plus C
By x squared. C
upon
by x squared. No, only c by x squared.
let us see. Okay, so integrating factor is equal to e raised to p of x dx, that is equal to e raised to integration of 2 upon x dx, that is equal to e raised to 2 integration of 1 upon x is log x, so this is x square. Now the general solution, let me give this as 1 of 1 is given by integrating factor y is equal to q of x integrating factor dx plus c. So it is y into x square is equal to, this is x cube, integrating factor is x square dx plus c, so this is x raised to 5 whose integration is x raised to 6 upon 6 plus c. So therefore y x square is equal to x raised to 6 upon 6 plus c is the general solution we are having. Right? Good. So that is the correct one. Right? Yes. One more example. Let me write. dy by dx plus x upon y log y is equal to 1 upon y. Sorry, this is dx by dy, huh? चलो सॉल्व करिए इसको क्विकली. इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर जिसको भी मिल जाता है वो मुझे बताना.
Ma'am, integrating factor is log y.
Log y. Okay. Yes, it is correct. Good.
Ma'am, general solution is x log y equals to log y whole square by 2 plus c.
एक minute, let me write x
Log y
hmm,
equals to log y whole square by 2
log y whole square by 2.
plus c.
Constant हमेशा भूल जाते हो हाँ आप. Okay, so let us see. How many of you are getting this integrating factor? Please raise your hand. और उसके बाद इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है या all of you have completed this example as well? Let me see. Okay, so first of all, here x is a dependent variable, y is independent variable. So I can write given differential equation is, I will rewrite this equation, x upon y log y is equal to 1 upon y. So which is linear differential equation with, अभी x के टर्म्स में पूरा एक्सप्रेशन लिख रहे हो आप तो दिस विल बी p ऑफ y एंड q ऑफ y. p ऑफ y मीन्स x के साथ जो भी यहाँ पर टर्म कोफिशिएंट में है दैट इज योर p ऑफ y, मीन्स इन दिस केस इट इज 1 upon y log y, q of y as 1 upon y, right? So therefore the integrating factor equal to e raised to, in this case it will be e raised to integration p of y dy, e raised to integration 1 upon y log y dy. अभी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होंगे जो यहाँ पर अटके हैं, right? So I can write this expression as e raised to integration 1 upon y upon log y dy. This is 1 upon y. तो आपके पास ऐसा एक्सप्रेशन है. ये क्या होता है?
log fx.
log fx. और जब ये f of x मल्टीप्लीकेशन में होता है तो वो पावर इंक्रीज करता है, राइट? मीन्स ये भी एक्सप्रेशन है आपके पास कि सपोज दिस इज विद पावर n, देन इंटीग्रेशन इज गिवन बाय
n plus 1.
अपॉन n plus 1. क्यों भूल जाते हो? या so now integration of this from this formula 1 is given by 1 I have already given. Let me give the Roman one. So this is given by e raised to log f of x. Where what is this f of x?
log y.
Log y. Yes, just a moment.
log y આવે ને તો તમે
It will be e raised to log of
log y.
f of x जो आपका है वो f of y है. f of y means it is log y. तो log of log y, this will nullify each other and therefore log y is your integrating factor. So integrating factor मिल गया. Therefore the general solution of 1 is given by, don't forget to write x over here because x is your dependent variable, into integrating factor is equal to integration of q of y into integrating factor dy plus c. So it is x into log y is equal to integration q of y is 1 upon y log y dy plus c. So now if you observe this integration, this is of this type. Suppose I give this as Roman 2. Here I should write reason for this step is Roman 1. And अगर आप देखोगे this is your function f of x और उसका डेरिवेटिव है 1 upon y in the multiplication. So log y का order degree 1 है, तो now integration will be log y 1 plus 1, so 2 upon 2 plus c. So this is what the general solution of given differential equation. This two are different thing. So be precise in writing the parenthesis. अगर डाउट है तो पर्टिकुलर y का वैल्यू लेके कैल्शियम में चेक कर लेना. These two are totally different things. So don't forget to consider these brackets in the solution. Right? So with this, I hope that the variable separable method as well as the linear differential equations are clear to you, that how to find out solution where the first order, first degree differential equation is either in variable separable form or it is linear differential equation. All of you are agree with this one? Please raise your hand.
हेलो मैम.
Yes.
मैम इसमें हम इस टाइप के अगर सम आते हैं तो हम वो टी धर के भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं ना, मतलब 1/y log y है तो हम log y को टी और फिर बहुत सारे डेरिवेटिव करके भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं ना.
हाँ कर सकते हो. Means you are talking about the integration by parts, no?
यस मैम.
Yes, you can do it.
ओके मैम.
कैसे भी करो इंटीग्रेशन, आंसर सही आना चाहिए. फाइन. 45 में से 31 लोगों को ही पता चला है, बाकी का पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं. No problem. So with this note, if you don't have a doubt now, you can leave this meeting. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.